Usharama College of Engineering and Technology Management, to Shankara Ramabraham Garu, to permit us to conduct this 5 days faculty development program, robotics process automation. So I sincere thank to Director Sir Dr. K. Rajashekar Rao Garu and our respected principal Sir Dr. GVK Sri Prasad Garu for their support towards this FDP. And I may extend my gratitude, thanks to our technical manager, Mr. KVM Magesh Garu, for his initiation towards the FDP. So I thank to everyone for showing the interest on this RPA FDP. So might we know the content, what Magesh Garu going to be covered these 5 days, talking about the introduction about the artificial intelligence versus RPA and their tools and differences with the installation, connection and the practical examples with MySQL, Python, R programming, Java, and big data, etc. And the final one, the day 5, you can able to know about the use cases and some of the many projects about this RPA. So we know this was one of the cutting edge technology nowadays. So RPA will be the business process automation technology, metaphorical software robots. So coming for this outcome of this FTP, after 5 days, you would have a mastered automation of any business process, whether web-based or a desktop-based or remote computer-based. So you are able to learn in the depth of concepts of RPA, and that is taking the industry by storm these days. And also we have a code snippets for the almost all process for which boards can be built or provided. Implementation strategy also there for RPA projects you can develop or deploy in your organizations. So I was thank to all the participants who came here for the registration and waiting for this 5 days FDP program. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Magesh sir.
Thank you, sir. Sir, it's Varaprasad, sir.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. This is Varaprasad from the Department of IT. Welcome you to this 5-day FDP program. At the outset, I would like to thank the management and all the concerned for this FDP. Especially thank the URIIC Mahesh Garu for initiation and conduction of this FDP. And I request all the participants to mute their mics and switch off their cameras and participate in the FDP. Stay safe and stay home. Thank you. Mahesh Garu, this next is all yours.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, one and all. I know that it's pretty hard to understand Microsoft Teams for a lot of participants. Maybe this is a new tool. As Varaprasad sir addressed that this tool is like a new reader tool, so that might conduct some problems. But it's pretty simple. Once you get in, there is like plenty of opportunities and things can be taken care in terms of like classroom training. So let's hit the session, and this will be like a 5-day session. And all the 5 days, like mostly the day 1 and day 2 are completely into theoretical basis, and we're moving on to practical orientations from day 3, day 4, and day 5. And day 5 will be very surprising as well. So how you can play with the technology, so you can see that one on the top view. And of course, there are all participants are from the teachers from different set of backgrounds and departments. So we're not enforcing anyone to come into the programming environment and start working in their configurations. So we're just planning to make them a comfortable move in a comfortable platform so that they can understand what the tool is all about. So forget about the coding and all the platforms on one end. Try to understand the technique and the technology where you can use in your daily routines. So this is like how we are trying to take the session. So we try to stress it out in day 4 and day 5, mostly like what are the real-time messages and scenarios. So till day 3, like 80% of the session will be completely in your hands with a simple basic example. And And on behalf of all the participants, if they're so much interested, so we didn't mention we didn't mention the perfect fit of the timing, like 10:30. We said like initially like 10:30, but based on the participants' request, we can take that one as like a practical session as well. So there will be multiple classrooms. My apprentice is going to take care of your practical sessions as well. So if you really wanted to learn about technology within 5 days or a week, so we just need 2 sessions to be enrolled. So that's the point. And so this is Visharma College of Engineering and Technology, and the program heads are uh, Mr. S. M. Rai Chowdhury and Varaprasad. So the topic is completely on robotic process automation. You might have already addressed that one in the flyer we have sent you in the mail. So if you have any requisitions or any issues with the session and controls and everything, you can post back in the same mail. So you got the same mail, so you can post back in the mail. You got our mail address as well. So so that's completely up to your things. And so I think everybody can see my screen and my voice is loud and clear. If there is any issues, you can put that one in the chat box as well. So turn off your mics and also the video camera. If you have any questions, you can raise the hand so you can see the slot. There is a small strip here. You can raise your hand based on your questions or anything. So I can immediately get back to you whenever the possibility happens in between my session. So, and the most important thing is like, I just wanted to show you what is the Teams app going to do in the first initial stage. And there is something called class attendance. So you can click on the class attendance. You can go inside the class attendance and you can check in that you are present for the day. So this can be one thing you can do. And here I can attach all my files. So I'm going to send you the handouts and everything in this particular block itself. Um, the most important thing is like within 5 days of the session, all your data will be saved in this particular post, in this particular timeline. So all the posts are saved. So after 5 days, I think the account will be deleted automatically. So you can't access that one after May 30 or something. So please try to download whenever I try to send you something. So you can get everything in the timeline. So the classroom name is something called Robotic Process Automation. If you really wanted to join at any particular time, so there is a simple button called join, so you can easily get into the session. And please try to click class attendance right now. So if you can see the post called class attendance, if you can click this, and it will try to take you to an attendance. Are you there? So if you can simply click yes, so I can get your attendance enrolled. So I'll get all my Excel data, so saying like, yeah, you've been attending the session today. So this is the attendance page. You can start clicking yes, and so that I can get my attendance. Thank you. So let's get back to the session. Yeah. So this is about me. So I'm the presenter and instructor for the next 5 days of your session. And my name is Mahesh, and this is my qualification and the things what I have done from all my experience. And if you personally wanted to check me in, so there is something called a LinkedIn account. You can get into that account and you can check on me. And this is proprietary provided by Usharma Innovation and Incubation Center. what is meant by an RPA? So when you try to go inside web, and it can go to into YouTube channel or any kind of subscriptions, and you'll find that plenty of multiple definitions. So this is the art. So you can see a lot of definitions across which is running across your web and internet explorers. So I just don't wanted to mess it up with all the different kinds of examples. I just wanted to make you complete with a comfortable definition. So so the basic point is like what is robotic process automation. So what we actually think is like any robots look like a physical appearance, we think it's a robot, but technically anything does uh, uh, anything that follows a set of rules and executes automatically is something called robot. So that is the actual definition between this. So I just defined myself based on the experience, saying like robots is something called a programming unit where it follows some steps or rules and which try to execute automatically. And so I'll try to take you to the most comfortable environment, saying like RPA versus AI. So before I try to tell about this, I'll try to share you a video link in the group chat. So please try to watch this video and try to keep the video of like 1.5, speed, like saying like, so just wait a minute. So this is the link. You just try to put that one on your group chat. So this is a video link. Ignore this. So this is the video link, and try to keep the video for almost like set this one to 1.5 or 2.1.25. So it's pretty slow video. So make sure we make something faster. Yeah. Try to watch this video for a better understanding. Everybody start the video, and once you're done, you can post me in the chat box saying like you're done with the video so that I can restart the session back. So I think everybody's done with the video. I hope. Hope everybody's done with the video. Guest number 231. Yeah, you can respond in the chat box. What's your request? Guest number 231. You can respond in the chat box. Okay. Hope everybody's done with the video. I hope so. So the video has given you enough clarity saying like what is the difference between RPA and AI and everything. Can I proceed with the session? Can I proceed with the session? Is everybody done?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Please proceed with the session, sir.
So let us find what is the difference between RPA and AI. So we didn't talk much about what is robotic process automation, and yet we came with a definition saying like what is an artificial intelligence as well. So we already do know that AI is something called the brains, so which can take decisions by itself, and at the same time, RPA is something called hands, which is going to do the job for you. So the brains will take the decision, and hands will do the things. So there is a difference. There is a psychological difference between these two, saying like it try to make things right. So brains always try to make things right, decision maker, and hands is something called do right things. That's all. So whatever you think of the right thing, so hands is going to do that thing. That's all. He's just a formula and he's just a follower. That's all. So he creates a formula, he creates a workforce, and he tries to follow the workforce. So how I need to make the things better. So that is the difference between like data driven and process driven. So this is a quick example between RPA and AI. So I'll tell a basic animated example one more time. So before that, like we'll go into the comparisons. We'll go to the comparisons, like what exactly is a process driven and data driven. Look at this. You can see this example. The process driven or something called robotic process automation and these kind of tools. So these guys are doing things. And look at here, the machine learning, artificial intelligence, and all the deep learning, data science, and all the complex things what we guys are talking about from the last 5 years or so. So those guys are called the thinkers. So these guys are the doers, and these guys are the thinkers. So that's a basic difference between AI and RPA. So let us talk about. Let us go to one basic example, and let me show you what exactly this thing is going to do. So I'm going to take you to one of my tools. So this is my tool, and I'm going to put you some pictorial representation so that you can literally understand what RPA is going to do in our things. So let me take you a banking example. So here is the manager. So he is the manager who is the decision maker in a bank. So we're talking about a scenario inside a bank. So please try to watch it here. So this is a scenario inside what happens in your bank. So this is a bank. And what am I trying to do is like manager was sitting inside his cabin. Look at here. Manager was sitting inside his cabin. And yeah. Manager was sitting inside his cabin. It's a closed environment. It's a closed environment. Not everybody is going to talk to the manager. So indirectly, the manager is the one we are talking about, uh, the AI, the artificial intelligence guy. So who